It was a big one for us in terms of trying to give a great send-off.
The atmosphere alone was just incredible. Maine Road was not only a special place to us, but I can imagine how special it was for the fans as well.
That week it was really important in terms of for the fans and also for us as players, and we had to just try to keep on a level, even keel, because again the emotions, it was a big one for us in terms of trying to give a great send off.
I was there just supporting the team. I think 2 years prior I'd been a ball boy. I think I was ball boying for Sean Wright when he was playing in the Youth Cup. That's how long ago it was, you know what I mean? Like talking 30 plus years or whatever it was.
You were a ball boy for him?
I was a ball boy for him. Like, I was a ball boy for both of them, but I was ball boy for him in the Youth Cup. That's how long ago it was. But yeah, I was there as a fan watching, and I'd only been at the club maybe 5 years at that point, but through ball boying, I'd been given old programmes. I'd gotten the chance to be in and around the sort of like walkway going out to the field and stuff, and it was amazing to be able to see that and to see the players playing, and to think that I'm not a million miles away from that. That was a really exciting moment, big thing to be there to feel it, and yeah, before I knew I was playing in the first team.
The emotion, and I think I'd say the anticipation built up around the stadium. Of course, all the fans know it's the last game, so I recall it being very loud and noisy. And as for a player, we obviously wanted to sign out, obviously on a win, but sadly it didn't work out that way.
The fact that we did get beat, did that affect your celebrations? Did it affect the mood of everybody at all?
Well, it did for me a little, only because I was captain that day, wanted to give a good send-off, and I was subbed around 60 minutes as well. So for me, I wanted to fulfill it in the right way, which was winning. So initially after being subbed, I was sort of disappointed because I'm like, I haven't fulfilled it, in terms of walking off and we're winning sort of thing. But then, hours later, you're sort of like, well, it's the last one. You got to as well enjoy it. But yeah, it was disappointing that we didn't get to win, because that was the time. It's a typical city, typical city. So I don't even recall sort of thinking about chances or anything that we had. I just think it was just one of those games that we're in a great deal of chances created, but at the same time, we would have loved to give a great send-off.
Whistle at Maine Road.
All their dreams, all their memories, some of them for 50, 60 years, are in this stadium. The players they've seen, the times they've had, good and bad. Always felt it was a great football stadium, a real football stadium where it came to life the minute the fans got in there and started chanting or singing or letting themselves be heard.
For me personally, I remember, as I say, this is when my love for the club was growing. Getting the bus there sometimes, and you get off the bus and it's like that feeling of excitement. I'm arriving there from a fan perspective and there's no pressure on me, but there's excitement about the game. Getting a chance to see the players coming out, hearing the noise as the players are coming out, seeing like this stadium that City have now is incredible, but the character in the old stadium, how all the stands were different, all the sort of feel of the fans within the stands was different. Whether you're at the kickbacks at the highest point, nearest closest point to the sun, or if you're in the north stand next to the away fans, you're in the family stand, main stand. As we look back, everything is fantastic now, but it's those sort of moments in that time that sort of built the character to be able to enjoy this moment where everything is so good, because back then it wasn't, but you still love being a part of it.
It is emotional, but it's the City fans that make it, and it's the people that make any place. So it'll be all right.
When this goes, we can't lose them memories of them players running up and down Maine Road. That's somehow or other, it's got to be portrayed in a new ground that they were there.
It's like having lived in the same house for 50 years and suddenly moving. It's very, very strange and shocking. And what we will go to is going to be terrific, but it will take a long time to feel like home. And for me, I will always carry the memories of Maine Road with me for the rest of my life.
The atmosphere alone was just incredible. There was always remember one side of the pitch was always like waterlogged, so we couldn't like warm up on it. We had to get on a bus to like a little church youth club type thing around the back of Maine Road, and we used to literally do our warm-ups there. So we would always realise that the other team's warming up on that pitch, whereas we're indoors playing head tennis over benches, and then basically coming back, walking through the crowd, getting changed and getting on and playing. And it, in a way, it just shows how fast the club's gone. But those memories like that from Maine Road would never ever go away.
Do you remember why we used to train in the gym?
No, not fully.
Yeah, well, we were getting hammered. And Will Donaghy and Joe Royal, they were like, you know, the confidence is going for the lads before we even kick a ball. So they basically said we need to start doing warm-ups in the school gym. So we obviously gathered us all up on the little bus, and it was just a unique thing. But
I remember the bus broke down as well, didn't it? Yeah, on the way back, one of them, the bus broke down, so we literally had to get out the bus and
that was the city fan. Come on, you better do it today.
And we had to run past the fans. But I mean, like, those sort of memories, like I said, were always going to live on. And Maine Road was not only a special place to us, but I can imagine how special it was for the fans as well.
When they banged the doors shut for the last time, I was shedding buckets. Really, I was shedding buckets full of tears.